To some people, they are mistakes, and to others, they are lessons. So, which one do you want it to be for you? Let's find out in a minute. Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Silla, and yes, we're back with another video. So in today's video, we'll be talking about some common mistakes that we make as teens. I'm hoping this video will help someone in their teens to make the right decision if that's what they need right now, because I was thinking this morning that we've made mistakes as teens, and those after us are still making those mistakes. And why don't we try to stop these things from recurring? Why don't we try to get these young ones to stop thinking about certain things in certain ways and rather seeing things for how they really are? So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and please turn on the notification bell, because you are going to enjoy this. And oh, please ignore my neighbors, okay? They can be the noisiest in the world, but please ignore them, okay? Now let's get right into the video. Okay, so I have notes here on my phone, and I'll be reading out the points and then explaining, okay? Okay guys, so the first thing we're going to talk about is not paying heed to our parents, not listening to our parents. You know, when we get into our teens, we feel like we are the smartest in the world, we are the wisest, we have all the knowledge that we need, and so what anyone else says does not matter at all. So because of how we feel so big at that particular point in our lives, we tend not to listen to what any elderly person says, and we feel like they are just trying to hinder us from doing what we really want to do. But that is not the case at all. No elderly person, no parent would wish ill for their kids. They only want us to do things the right way because they've been there before. They've been there. They've made some particular mistakes that they don't expect us to make. And so when they see us getting into such situations, they try to correct us. But things as we are, we tend not to listen to them at all. We feel like they are trying to push us away from our dreams, but that is not the case. So that is one mistake that we make as teens. Number two, you know, years ago, decades ago, people didn't have access to a lot of things that we are enjoying now. Something like the internet or the mobile phone. I don't personally, my parents didn't have that when they were teens. Like, it wasn't a thing. But these days, you see young girls and boys holding super expensive phones and all those things. There's nothing wrong with them having it actually, because there are a lot of things that you can do on the phone. But the worst comes when we start spending so much time on the internet or on the mobile phone. There are lots of things we can use the phone for. I'm recording with my phone now. I'm making YouTube videos with my phone, so that's one advantage of the phone. But it gives a disadvantage when we start spending so much time on the phone that we forget to do some things, really important things that we're supposed to be doing. We forget that, oh, I have to attend to my books. Oh, I had laundry, I didn't do it. And so we start wasting time, spending so much time on the internet doing unnecessary stuff. I'll say it's unnecessary because at that particular point in your life, there are things that are most important, like your education, your studies. You should be studying at that point in your life. That's when your mind is so fresh. You should be studying, but we spend so much time on the phone that we forget everything else. And then when someone talks about it, gosh, we are so mad about them talking about we spending time on the phone. So that's another mistake we make as teens these days, because previously phones weren't as popular as they are now, but these days kids love using the mobile phone and spending time on the internet. And that is one thing that's taking a toll on our generation, because we spend so much time on the phone doing things that we shouldn't be doing. You understand? So that is one mistake that we've been doing. If we spend so much time on the phone studying, that wouldn't be an issue. But we spending time going through social media and all those things is what's really bothering now, because it really has an impact on us, and we are not seeing it because we feel, oh, it's okay to do it. But please, if you are stuck to your phone and you are a teen, advise yourself, okay? Advise yourself. Now let's get to the next point. Making decisions by looking at our friends. You know, when we get to our teens, we like being in friendships a lot. We always want to be with friends. We always want to do what our friends are doing. But there are things we do with friends that are not appropriate. And so when we have to make a particular decision, we refer to our friends. Now, mind you, they are your friends, not your family. Secondly, you are not the same. You have different potentials. You are coming from different backgrounds. You have different personalities altogether, and so you shouldn't be making decisions because your friends are doing this, so you have to do this. Your friends went to this place, and so you have to go there. Your friend wore this particular attire, so you also have to wear it. No, no, sis, no. Make decisions that will be beneficial for yourself. The fact that your friends are doing it doesn't mean you should do it. The fact that you can afford it and it's not appropriate for you at that particular time doesn't mean you should do it. Okay? Learn to make decisions that will take you places, decisions that will not bring bad news home. Okay? So that is another point. Next one. Okay, so the next one is not knowing about our feelings. This is very much important. So sit back, stay glued, and let's continue doing this. So if you have not subscribed, please do. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe and please like the video. I know you're enjoying it. Like it for me. So the next point is being confused about our feelings. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Yes. So it's true. When we are in our teen age, you know, we meet a whole lot of people, especially when we are in school. We mingle with a lot of people, and that's when our body starts developing, our brain everything starts changing, and so we start feeling something towards each other. And that is where the real deal comes, because you see someone, oh, this person is nice, or the person smiles at you. The person smiled at you, you feel like, oh, he's interested in me, or she is interested in me. We get confused so much in this age that That is where the really big problems start coming up. We confuse ourselves with friendship, love, infatuation, lust, crush, and all those things. You know, you can crush on somebody, but you don't want to have any sexual relationship with the person. Like, you just like the person, you just like what they do, okay? And then you can have infatuation. I think this should be a topic for another video where we'll go in depth, but be careful not to confuse yourself with your feelings. Do not confuse things in your head. Don't get confused with these things, okay? They are really not necessary at that point in your life, because if you joke with those feelings, you have the worst experiences ever. Do not let your feelings control you. Do not let your thoughts control you. You either control your feelings or let your feelings control you, and then you get ruined. Do not let that happen. This is not the time you should be so interested in these things, okay? So that is it for that. Okay, on to the last thing for this video. The last point for the video is having unprotected sex and underage sex, because that is the stage where our body develops almost rapidly and crazily. We tend to start having certain things in our head, feeling certain way, but I'm telling you, I am telling you, if you do it, you will regret it. You know, some of these things have been lessons to us. Some of these things are things that they are mistakes, but they've also been lessons. Do not do it. Do not do it, no matter what. Do not get controlled by your body. Do not let anything get into your head. No matter what the person promises you, do not fall for it. Do not do this at this age. Don't. Okay? Don't have unprotected sex. Do not have sex at your teens. Just wait for the right time, and then you're going to enjoy it. So that is it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's your girl SCILLA, and yes, it was another video. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel, and please like this video if you enjoyed it, and let's get interactive in the comment section. Until next time, we are still in the corona times, and you still have to be careful. Wear your nose mask when you go out. Wash your hands. I just touched my face. I just touched my face. I'm still touching my face. Sorry. So just adhere to the safety measures that were outlined, and I hope we meet another time. Until then, please stay safe. Protect yourself from any illness. Take care. Bye.